to the channel. This is Ayushi Verma from InvestorLearn Academy. In the last video, we have seen the fundamental analysis introduction. In that video, we have learned about the meaning of fundamental analysis, why it is important, the various factors which influence the stock valuation, and the difference between fundamental and technical analysis. In today's video, we will go a little deeper and understand the various factors which could influence our investing decisions. So let's get started. Fundamental analysis of stocks involves analysis of three different areas. First, economic analysis, second, industry analysis, and third, company analysis. So as the name suggests, under economic analysis, we will look at the factors which could influence a particular economy. Under industry analysis, we will look at the factors which could influence a particular industry. Under company analysis, we will look at the different companies' financial performances. So if you want to know more about these three analyses, you can check out our next video. So to analyze these three analyses, we need to have certain data points. ये data points कुछ positive होंगे, कुछ negative होंगे, जो हमें हमारे investment decisions लेने में help करेंगे. So basically, अगर आपको ये data point समझना है, तो आपको दो factors जो कि qualitative factors हैं and quantitative factors हैं, इन्हें समझने की need होगी. हम इस वीडियो में इकोनॉमिक, इंडस्ट्री और कंपनी तीनों ही एनालिसिस के लिए ये दोनों फैक्टर्स, क्वालिटेटिव एंड क्वांटिटेटिव फैक्टर्स को समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. तो आइए शुरू करते हैं विद क्वालिटेटिव फैक्टर्स के साथ. सो इन द क्वालिटेटिव एनालिसिस वी विल लुक एट द क्वालिटेटिव कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स व्हिच आर हाईली सब्जेक्टिव इन नेचर. सो इट मींस दीज आर नॉन क्वांटिफिएबल इंफॉर्मेशन. क्योंकि ये बहुत ज्यादा सब्जेक्टिव है, तो कोई भी इन्वेस्टर इसे इंडिविजुअली जज करेगा. In short, in qualitative factor analysis, we will look at the intangible factors to analyze. Now the next question arises, why qualitative analysis is important? इसको explain करने के लिए मैं आपके साथ एक real life example share करना चाहती हूँ. Assume कीजिए कि आपको अपने लिए कोई partner, life partner या friend choose करना है. ऐसा करने में आप कुछ factors को देखेंगे, जैसे कि good looking, पर्सनल हैबिट्स, कैरेक्टर, एजुकेशन, फैमिली बैकग्राउंड, ये और भी बहुत कुछ. अगर आप इन सभी पैरामीटर्स को ऑब्जर्व करें तो ये सारे पैरामीटर्स नॉन मेजरेबल हैं. सिमिलरली, whenever you are analyzing a company for investment, you need to look at some non-measurable qualitative factors where you will get more insightful information about the company. तो आइए देखते हैं कि क्वालिटेटिव फैक्टर्स फॉर इंडिविजुअली इकोनॉमी, इंडस्ट्री और कंपनी के लिए कैसे इंपॉर्टेंट हो सकते हैं. सो फॉर द इकोनॉमिक एनालिसिस द क्वालिटेटिव फैक्टर्स कुड बी न्यूमरस. Like you can look at political stability, legal framework, you can look at the labor conditions, peace in the economy, you can look at business confidence, business sentiments, ease of doing business, standard of living, competitiveness, growth rate and lot more. So आप देख सकते हैं कि ये सारे पैरामीटर्स जो हैं आप नंबर्स में जज नहीं कर सकते हैं, and that is the reason these are coming under qualitative factors. So for the industry analysis, the qualitative factors could be demand and supply statistics. You can look at the competitiveness in the industry, look at the future prospects, any external factor which could influence the industry. Also, you can look at the Porter's 5 forces models, which includes the bargaining power of buyers, bargaining power of suppliers. You can look at the threat of any potential new entrants, look at the threat of any substitute goods and services, intensity of industry rivalry also. Third, the company analysis. Among all the three, economy, industry and company analysis, the company analysis has more relevance, as ultimately we are investing in the company. Any factor which directly or indirectly impacts the company has more relevance. The following could be the factors which affects the company analysis. First, nature of business. What is the nature of business? What is the core business of the company? What is the business model? Whether it's sustainable, whether it will be able to generate revenue, how old is the business? Competitiveness, its innovative capacity, openness to adopt new strategies. These are some of the factors which could show the nature of the business. Second point, know the management team. यहाँ आपको मैनेजमेंट टीम को एनालाइज करना है. क्या मैनेजमेंट इनकेपेबल तो नहीं या कोई और रेड फ्लैग तो नहीं. इसको समझने के लिए इन्वेस्टर्स कैन लुक फॉर 5 W's: who, what, when, where and why. If you get the answers of these 5 questions, you can actually understand the strength of the management, their credibilities and their future vision. आइए इसको और डिटेल में समझते हैं। फर्स्टली, you should know the management team, their directors or any people associated with that company. अगर ये सभी लोग या इनमें से मेजर लोग अपने ही इंडस्ट्री से है, उनका एक्सपीरियंस बहुत अच्छा है, तो ये पॉजिटिव सिग्नल माना जाता है। सेकेंडली, यू कैन लुक एट द क्रेडिबिलिटी एंड बैकग्राउंड ऑल्सो। उनका एजुकेशन एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, उनका टोटल इंडस्ट्री एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, ये भी बहुत मैटर करता है। थर्ड, व्हाट इज द स्टाइल ऑफ द मैनेजमेंट? To know the style of the management, you can look at their past business decisions, their laws, their policies, procedures towards their managers, shareholders, etc. क्या managers inflexible हैं या flexible हैं? वो कैसे behave करते हैं किसी adverse situation में? ये सभी चीजें जान के आपको मैनेजमेंट टीम और उनसे रिलेटेड जितने पीपल हैं उनका आपको आइडिया लगेगा। थर्ड पॉइंट, ब्रांड वैल्यू। कंपनीज लाइक HUL, Reliance, HDFC Bank, Tata Group, they are having solid brand value. In addition to this, you can look for some patents, copyrights, trademarks which they have acquired, as it will add value to the company. Fourth point, corporate governance. कंपनी अपने शेयर होल्डर्स के लिए, इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए, डीलर्स के लिए क्या पॉलिसीज, लॉज, प्रोसीजर्स, प्रोसेसेस बनाती है, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस के लिए। इन एडिशन टू दिस, कंपनी को कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस को जानने के लिए आप कंपनी ऑडिट्स को भी एनालाइज करेंगे कि वो कितने ट्रांसपेरेंट हैं, कितने सक्सेसफुल हैं। ये दोनों ही चीजों को जानने के लिए आप कंपनी के ऑडिट रिपोर्ट्स या कंपनी की कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस रिपोर्ट को चेकआउट कर सकते हैं। ये दोनों रिपोर्ट्स आपको एनुअल रिपोर्ट सेक्शन में अवेलेबल होंगी। फिफ्थ पॉइंट, मोट और कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेजेस। The companies which have generated competitive advantages over its competitors are preferred to invest. This ultimately helps them to achieve longevity, growth, profits, and also to acquire market share. Sixth point, institutional participation. If you see under the shareholding pattern, the stake of FIIs, DIIs, mutual fund institution, insurance companies, then this is a positive sign, as they do hold stock for good reason. They have already done their research about the company. Seventh point, employee satisfaction. No business can be successful without having the right people in the business. It is correctly said that if employee remains happy, they do deliver their best. It is only possible when there is an employee satisfaction in the organization. So it is correctly said by Peter Thiel, numbers alone can't tell you the answer. You must think critically about the qualitative characteristics of your business. Now, since we have understood the qualitative factors, let us move ahead to the quantitative factors. Now, let's start with the quantitative analysis. Quantitative factors are those factors which are measurable in nature and affects the economy, industry, and company. Let's start with the economic factors first. Factors which are affecting economy could be GDP numbers, inflation numbers, interest rates, unemployment rate, IIP numbers. You can look at forex reserves, currency supply. You can look at debt to GDP ratio. You can look at CAC numbers, stock market. These are some of the examples which are measurable in nature and come under the economic factors. If you talk about the industry factors, the quantitative factors could be your industry growth rates, the consumer confidence index, minimum amount of wages per industry, and lot. So for the company, the quantitative analysis is usually conducted for different companies to know the financial performance of a business, because ultimately an investor needs to find a company to invest. So here we can analyze it by using the financial statements like income statement, cash flow statements, and balance sheet. So let us start understanding each these statements one by one. We'll start with the income statements. The income statement, it gives you a true picture of the profit and loss of the company. It tells you the financial performance of the company on the different time frames. The time frames could be on the yearly, monthly, quarterly basis. If you see any red flag like high debt, high financing cost, huge loss, these are the red flag or the negative things which you should avoid. I mean, you should avoid that company because that company might not give you good return in the future. Second statement, balance sheet. This statement can actually give you a picture of the company's assets and liabilities. It is a statement showing the financial structure of the company. बैलेंस शीट से आप फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं कि एक कंपनी की ग्रोथ को आप कैसे एनालाइज कर सकते हैं, और इसे एनालाइज करने के लिए आपको रेशियोज देखने होंगे. रेशियोज कुड बी योर टर्नओवर रेशियो, एक्टिविटी, प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, वैल्यूएशन रेशियोज. अगर आप भी ये रेशियो सीखना चाहते हैं तो आप हमारी आने वाली वीडियोस को देख सकते हैं. थर्ड स्टेटमेंट, कैश फ्लोज. As the name suggests, it will show you the cash or the liquidity position of the company. Or in short, it will tell you about the cash inflows or the cash outflows. It majorly focuses on three activities. First, cash flow from the operations, cash flow from investing, cash flow from financing. Cash flow from the operations. It is basically related to the cash inflows and outflows from the day-to-day operations. That is, transactions related to working capital. Second, cash flow from investing. Any amount which you have paid to acquire new resources or proceeds with the sale of business, investments, etc. So in short, any cash flow arises from the investing gains or losses. It provides the complete picture of the capital expenditure or capex. Third, cash flow from the financing. Cash flow arises from the issuing securities or borrowing funds, which is your cash flow from finance. So to conclude this video, we must say that both qualitative and quantitative factors must be analyzed. However, these are little time-taking things, but if you are investing time in this factors, in analyzing these factors, that may be worthwhile. So till then, see you on next Monday with a new topic of top-down and bottom-up approaches. Till then, enjoy learning and be safe at home.